Hey there, hi there, ho there, guys, cats, and dolls. What is up, comics people? I'm Hulk Smash, and here to review Ethan Van Sciver's Cyberfrog 2 Wrecked Planet. Now, it took a while for this book to come out. Mr. Van Sciver was working on several different projects at the time of creating this book. He was also in production of action figures for the characters from this comic book. But the books are finally being delivered now as of May 2023, and there are several different covers for this comic book. The one we're reviewing today is the Ides of March edition, which shows the Vespis stinger running through Cyberfrog's back. Now, the art for this book is exceptional. Ethan never lets you down. He used to work for Marvel and DC on various titles, and this book is no exception. It's great work he's put out, and with Kyle Ritter doing the colors, it just makes it pop all that much more, as you can see with the images I'm displaying. The story of Rekt Planet picks up right where the last book left off, Blood Honey. Cyberfrog comes out of hibernation to find his friend Heather Swain. With Cyberfrog being in hibernation for 20 years and the Vespis taking over the Earth, Ethan shows us the reunion between Heather and Cyberfrog. His story flows nicely and keeps the reader's interest throughout the book, as we see a friend of Heather's running out of the woods, only to explode moments later due to being stung by a Vespis that seems to have followed Cyberfrog. The Vespis use human blood to transform into honey, which is used for their sustenance. Our hero faces down the one Vespis and defeats it, but is stung in the process. His cybernetics are not what they should be, as he is cut off from his main power source, but he manages to fight off the toxins just the same. We are introduced to the survivors in the village where Heather lives. We are also introduced to her daughter Lily. We also learn Cyberfrog's old nemesis Scorpion is still alive in this new world taken over by the Vespis, and he finds a way for Cyberfrog to understand the language of the Vespis, which comes in quite handy later. On this page we see Heather's daughter Lily in daily life in their community, which is, I suppose, rather reminiscent of The Walking Dead, where the end of all things, the apocalypse comes, and this is what's left of humanity. Okay, now here we have Cyberfrog kicking back at this picnic that they're having, the villagers are having. And my issue is with this chair. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but isn't Cyberfrog supposed to weigh about 300 pounds? How could this chair hold him? Huh? I'm questioning. On this page we have them having their picnic, and they're roasting this pig. Why Ethan felt it necessary to draw the eye in this pig, which is a little bit disturbing, it's beyond me. But it's a good page nonetheless. So the Vespis are returning for their fallen comrade, the one that Cyberfrog defeated earlier. Now this cutesy page here with Lily and Frog by EVS. This shows a bit of their activities together, the bonding between Cyberfrog and Lily. And it's talking about how they have nothing to worry about for this day, or this day, or this one, or this one. And each day they're bonding and getting closer together. The time period between when the Vespis take the corpse of their fallen comrade to the time that they actually return, seems like a lot of days go by in that process. I would think the Vespis would return a little quicker. And more bonding between Lily and Cyberfrog as they built their little fortress, their tree fortress here. It's a good bonding that takes place here. And here we see a showdown of when the Vespis return for Cyberfrog, and Cyberfrog understands their language now. And it's a good interpretation of reality. The way the Vespis react to Cyberfrog and the things that they say, coming across as the villains. Their terminology is quite accurate for a villain in this day and age. Ethan once said Rekt Planet would be his Empire Strikes Back, as it all ends on a down note, and it really does. The third installment will be called Red Extermination, and we can only hope that will be his Return of the Jedi, with a happy ending. Okay, so to sum up, we have a pretty great indie comic here. In the mainstream, comics have taken a dramatic fall from the past storytelling. So indie comics are filling that void now. My collection of comics goes back to the 1930s, and Cyberfrog is definitely worthy of a good comic book collection. If you're interested, you can find this book on Indiegogo, or Ethan has a YouTube channel called Comic Artist Pro Secrets where he discusses his upcoming projects, his upcoming comic books. It's also worth noting that Rekt Planet comes with trading cards, an issue of Heartsick Horror, which is the story of Heather's life after the Vespers take over the Earth. Salamandroid Zine, a story of Cyberfrog's brother Salamandroid, some stickers, and a cool little Cyberfrog action figure. So, I'll leave you with one final thought. My wife hates me. Last week my house was on fire. My wife told the kids, "Shh, be quiet. You'll wake up Daddy." Oh!